just I guess let's begin. And you don't have to look at the screen. You can look you guys can avert your gaze anywhere else. But just make sure that you don't interrupt, because unless you're spoken to on the intro. And then make it quick, because obviously what I have to say is important.
Let's get on with it, man.
Okay. Welcome back to Beyond the Pine, episode 146. I'm Steven Suptic, and this is a pre-recorded message.
No ceiling, catch a feeling.
Let's start this off by putting your hands together for James DeAngelis. Great. Now do that thing where you twist your hands in a diamond shape to make a vagina. Awesome, everybody. That's gonna make James super horny. We're also joined by Clayton James Clyde Brisson. What a mouthful. With the cancellation of Chris D'Elia, Cib can finally take over that man's entire collection of jokes like he'd planned all along. Wow. What an unfortunate time to be named Chris, though. Today we have special guests Chris Demarais and Blaine Gibson. Blaine and I know each other from back in the day at Rooster Teeth, but we don't have any friends in common. What's up, guys? Say hi. Great voices. No wonder that you've both started the Good Morning from Hell podcast, a show with hot questions and even hotter wings. Blaine Gibson plays Clayton, which I only just realized rhymes with Satan. That's a little Easter egg for you super fans. And Chris plays Gay Chris. Together they're a match made in podcast. They're a match made in podcast heaven, and we're very excited to have them on. Why did Bernie leave the country? Give a warm welcome to Chris and Blaine.
Dude.
Get it, boys. Get it. You on this pod now. You on this pod, some bacon. Yup. Welcome. Come on, everybody. There we go. All right.
Man, that was something special, dude.
Wow.
That was something special. And Chris plays Gay Chris.
Yeah, I was worried about that one, man.
Dude, you should do stand-up, man.
No, Steve's only funny when he thinks about it beforehand and then records it and adds a bunch of effects to it.
Yep.
What a
Versus
American
a
country.
stage.
Yo,
You guys check out this my set I recorded before we got up here.
Yeah, I
You just
almost
hit it and walked
vomited
off
from the
stage.
nervousness of some of those jokes.
Wow.
How are you guys doing, Blaine and Chris? You guys, thanks for being on the podcast.
Blaine,
Thanks for having us.
Chris. I'll be the noise boy.
Straight Chris on the
Chris on the
podcast.
podcast today.
Thanks for having us on. Thanks for being on ours, Steven.
Yeah.
Thank you for
You know
having
what?
us on
I was
yours,
in a
dude.
very
Thank you
dark
for being
place
on
in my
ours.
life. I'm so sorry. But it's out now. I am out of it now.
It's true. You asked how we're doing. How is fucking anybody doing right now? Oh, like
Yeah.
I don't know. I was bad up until the quarantine.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just only
It
been
all it illuminated
more
his
downhill.
life.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of time to just sit and think,
Yeah.
which I was
And
already
get
doing.
exercise, to be fair, you know.
Yeah. There's so much time to just be able just to go out and go for a run with your boy James.
Yo, me and Steve have been going crazy, man. We've been running like 10 miles every day, going like 60 flights of stairs. It's crazy. We've just been running up. We found this really, really tall
60
building.
flights of stairs per week.
What are you running from?
Where are we running from?
Yeah, where are you running from, you guys?
Thoughts?
That's a great question.
My thoughts. What I do is like what Dumbledore does,
THOTS?
where he
I was
takes
gonna say,
he
like,
takes
thoughts,
the
ladies.
thoughts out of his head and I put it in a little jar and I leave it at home and I go for a run and I feel great. And then when I get home, I'm like, I don't know where I put the jar. So
Yeah. You're a little like thought cum bubbles.
I wouldn't call them cum bubbles.
I would.
But Chris would.
That's fucking nasty,
Yeah.
Chris.
Chris and Steve would.
But you guys are
Steve smiled. That's nasty, dude. I love that.
Man, what a trip, though. This is cool.
what do you not have like a stand, like, or is this
Yeah,
just like
you know,
preference?
so I think I
There's two
left
stands behind
my
him.
mic. Right, those are light stands. I left my actual mic stand.
right behind you.
These are light stands. They don't hold microphones.
I mean, you could get like tape.
But you know
or
what I
something.
did one time actually? I took my
What'd you do?
Tripod. This is what I did. I took my tripod and I took a HDMI cord and wrapped it around the fucking thing with this, and it just kind of like hung there. It didn't work at all.
Are you talking
basically,
about
but-
you? You wrap that thing? Oh.
Yeah. So I mean, that was a one makeshift thing, but these are they just don't work. They gotta screw into something, and I just gotta get my shit back, you know. But until then, I'm holding it.
So you could get up and do whatever you wanted.
I can dance around.
Yo,
That's
I
the thing,
have
if
an
you feel a
extra
lot of
mic
freedom.
arm I could give you.
Really?
Yeah, I think so, in my closet somewhere.
Oh, that'd be amazing. I even have the attachment that I can attach to my light stands with this for sure.
Yeah, so how are you guys doing, though?
Oh, you could attach the mic stand to your light stand?
Well, I have a mic stand, so I mean,
Hey,
better.
that's looking
better
pretty
than some,
professional. Whoa, another one? Hey, me too. Look at that.
Dude, Audio Technica. James's is what? What's that?
Sure.
Made in Taiwan. Not bad, dude.
That's that shit that the fucking what Joe Rogan uses. Shit.
Oh, the
He
sure
uses,
mic.
he uses a, yeah, there's a really
this is a fantastic
expensive one that's
microphone.
like 500. Oh yeah, that mic's dope as hell. We love that mic.
How have you guys been keeping busy during quarantine besides doing your podcast?
I mean,
Because you're not going in
just
the
a lot
office,
of-
right?
No, we're just working from home, but like it's a lot of streaming and then like recording shows from home,
Hey,
and then
that's kind of good. You guys get to build up your own personal brands in the meantime, and then you guys come back to RT stronger than ever as a group. No, really. I mean, seriously, that
got
seems
a
like
point.
seriously
Yeah.
my work
There's no
for
time
individual
for this.
brands. Seriously, guys, I have to get going.
Sorry, guys.
Are you allowed to work on things that aren't necessarily RT stuff during like work hours every day?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we can
yeah.
do our
I
own
mean,
pet projects.
What are they
They're
going
pretty.
to
they're
fucking
like-
do?
we've been pretty busy. It's been like there hasn't been a lot of time that's not work hours.
It's true.
Really.
I did this thing the other day where I went up to the office because I kind of missed it, and I didn't need anything from up there, but I just worked out in the parking lot because I just like wanted to change the scenery.
And show
Hot.
off?
It was
really?
really depressing.
That's hot.
Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of
You
You
commitments
missed
there, too.
work that much.
I mean, sometimes you need to change the scenery. You know,
You and
Just
Chris have
change
a
the vibe up.
You and Chris have a pretty similar workout routine.
Chris, yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so.
not work hour, but not
Chris
work
can
out.
confirm
for
that.
me.
Sorry, I
don't
meant
work
work
out
time,
nearly as
like
much.
amount of time that you're working. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, pretty similar. Jesus Christ. No, it sucks though. Like having the whole like my office being like 10 feet away from my bed, whole thing fucking
Yeah,
sucks. 'cause it's like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like you can't escape from work, but I don't know. I'm complaining about having a job. Look at me, what an asshole.
For sure.
Yeah,
no,
we
but
don't-
like that's a
we
that's a
don't
real
have
thing
one.
too.
So.
I think you have to separate though. Just like be diligent with your time. You know, work is over. Time to stay on my
off.
computer and game.
Time to
not move.
over. Hey guys, I hate
time
to,
to
I
look
hate
on
to
that
cut you
monitor.
off
Shutting
there,
down.
but work is over. I'm gonna go ahead and
Till
get to
tomorrow.
masturbating now. I'll see you guys in the morning.
But sometimes there's crossover and you do both at the same time.
Yeah, you might get a call.
Yeah, it's-
You cross
know,
your streams.
and you
Zoom call.
exactly you cross your streams.
yeah.
Man,
You guys gone through that phase yet? The masturbation
The
phase
what?
where just
That
it's like that Green Day
that was-
song. I understand it now. The one where he's like where masturbation's lost its
Why
fun.
walk a lonely road?
Yeah, Boulevard of Broken
yeah.
Dreams. I understand it now, dude.
mean-
Why walk a lonely road? Why walk a lonely? Dude, that's amazing.
I mean, my masturbation phase was pretty much like 13 through 28, like years of my life,
How old are you now?
where I just, huh?
How old are you now? 28.
No, I'm 33. I'm still masturbate, but not like with a
But not every year.
ferocity. Not like
like I might take a year off, and then come the new year, 12:01,
Yeah, yeah.
12:01 a.m.
You gotta
on
build up-
January 1st, I bust the biggest load.
build up a supply.
It smells
Happy
totally
New
yellow.
Year, everybody!
Well, I've got a lot of cum thoughts in my head, and they're all gonna explode out.
Bubbles are just
Beach
exploding.
balls.
I basically what I do is I take a year off of thinking anything sexually at all, and then the year after that I think of everything sexually. But I'm building up that whole year, and then come the year after that, I let all
takes
those
2
thoughts
years
out,
off,
and by
yeah.
that point, I'm not in touch with reality anymore.
That's
Yeah.
At that
actually
point-
called edging.
Gross.
Just a gross idea.
Yeah.
I thought that was.
I
when
mean,
you were
obviously I've
snowboarding.
done it.
I think that's like when you're on a skateboard and you're like
Carving?
you jump up on a rail.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Yo, dude, I edged this fucking crazy rail earlier.
Dude, me and my boys were edging up at Mount Pakenham the other day.
up at Makeout Point.
I'm gonna look up what's the longest someone has ever edged during porn.
Oh, it's easily fucking
10
days, dude.
years.
20
mean,
to
yeah.
40
About it.
hours.
What's his name? Gandhi. That's the guy. He's probably been edging for like 50 years now.
Guy's dead.
Dude, Gandhi died
I mean, up
3,000 years
until-
ago.
Gandhi died during the Wild West,
3,000
dude.
years ago.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well,
Gandhi
it
actually
did 90.
killed
How
Jesse
old
James.
did he make it to? How old did he make
And
it to?
and why do you think he died?
Right.
Malnutrition.
Build up.
Was it how did he die? How
Malnutrition.
did Gandhi die?
Is someone
It's-
looking? Blaine, are you looking up Gandhi facts right now?
No, not Gandhi, but I did find this one that there was a guy that had a masturbate-a-thon, and there was a dude. The record was increased to 10 hours and 10 minutes the guy masturbated for and I guess edged.
He's
Good for him.
He stayed hard for 10 hours.
Dude, that's tough.
10 minutes. And game over.
Yes.
Well,
Longest
Or was he
time
just
for
like-
this ejaculation and so on. Oh, this is like a whole. There's like an Olympic Games of
Wow.
jerking
oh,
off.
Hate it.
that's disappointing.
That's disappointing. It
I haven't
is.
made up my mind yet.
The
Seems
original
so
record
decided.
was 9 hours and 33 minutes, but then some guy said, "I knew I could beat it," and then he set the record for.
Dude, that's the
man.
greatest slogan of all
The
time.
original
I knew I could beat it.
record was 9 hours and 27 hours minutes later.
Wait, it was
And I
9
knew I
hours and
could beat it.
27 minutes? That was all they did?
No, the 10 hours and
Nonstop.
10 minutes of just like getting it right there, and then
Getting it just
Yo,
right there.
I've done at least
Hitting
half
that
that
spot.
before.
No.
No, like legit.
5
like during the
hours?
most depressive phase. Oh yeah, dude.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That's some
because
crazy shit,
because
man.
if you even try to pick that shit up, you're trying to get the best orgasm you possibly can, man. You're trying to
Don't
come.
say you like it's a collective.
Steve, I just
Come on,
saw,
guys. We all know this,
Steve,
right?
I just saw in your face.
Who hasn't
you wishing
masturbated
you
for
didn't
6
start
hours
saying
straight?
that.
Yep. Yeah,
I
I
saw
remember
the-
talking
the
about that on the
moment in
previous
your
podcast. I
eyes.
wish I stopped saying gross things.
Right. Because his parents watch every episode.
But now I'm back, baby.
Ooh, sorry.
No,
That's
no,
on
it's-
me.
No, you're good. You're good. No, it's
Trust
more
me, it's
about
been
him
worse.
telling. Yeah.
No, it's more like
Where's
his
this-
problem.
It's more about him
Where's
talking
this,
about masturbating.
Where's the ceremony take place?
Oh, I didn't. I didn't
ceremony.
What ceremony? Oh, the
Well, it's an
ceremony.
Olympic Games. There's an opening ceremony. I assume there's
Is
some
there
sort
a
of torch
crowd?
lighting. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's
It's
the weird
called-
thing. Is somebody watching him for 10 hours? Like,
Yeah, someone's got to
The
verify.
judges are like furiously taking notes.
All right, he's still going.
Yeah.
how is
Come
it?
on.
Dude, that's so funny.
Sake.
Are you still
And then they all hold up scorecards.
done?
Not yet. Keep watching. Keep watching.
Doing the burp. No, not yet. Oh, man.
Eating a fucking sandwich.
I don't. It doesn't say. I think that this is like a. I don't know, like an honor system. Or
I was just going to
something.
say, is it an honor system thing? 'Cause,
No.
well, I did it for 11 hours.
It's not too honorable though.
Well,
No.
75
This is-
hours.
It's the dishonor
Eat
system.
that.
I'd have to
Nah.
read this later, but I can send it to you guys if you want.
You know what else is an honor system? In
Send me
Canada,
the sign up form.
Sometimes gas is an honor system. And I just realized that wasn't a normal thing in America.
Like
Went
fuel or
camping like
farts?
last year or something. Fuel. Like go pump your gas. You can go in and pay if you want. Or it's illegal and you don't. But
So these are gas
Well,
stations.
Oh,
that have,
dude,
like,
you've
old
just been
pumps.
stealing gas, man. When you were in
no,
Canada,
I
you were-
pay for my gas. What I'm saying, people have the opportunity to because you don't have to pay before you pump. You just literally pull it
Oh.
out, glug 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 glug. Then you have to go in.
Are these like
But,
old retro
do
machines?
they not have the
where it's, like,
technology?
a
No,
physical
I
number,
mean,
things that are like.
To be fair, these are more out in the country, like an hour out from the city, and more like suburban and kind of country.
fucking nuke them from
Suburban.
space just to be sure, dude. Fuck them.
Duke Nukem, ba da ba ba ba. I'm the Dark
couldn't-
Knight. Yeah. So
A lot of stores be from the. A lot of stores are kind of the honor system. You go and you get the item, and then you either go pay for it, or you run and leave.
you could just walk
right,
out.
farmers market.
That's the
sort of?
honor system, sort of.
Yeah.
Like you
farmers
go
markets
to the
are kinda
Gap,
like that too, right?
grab a shirt, run off. That's the honor system.
yeah, and it's like I can't
here's
afford
the
it right
thing.
now.
We saw him take it and run immediately out of the store.
And he was wearing
there
a
was
mask.
no honor there at all in the first place.
Dude, I'm still thinking about that ba-da-ba-ba-ba on the Dark Knight. That's so stupid.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah,
Thanks,
that's
dude.
dope.
Yeah,
That's
no.
dope. You killed it. You're always killing it, baby.
Write that shit down. You
Yours-
can't write that shit down.
No, I can't.
You know.
Yo, boys, Chris and Blaine especially, I'm excited to listen to our episode.
Oh, it turned out
How'd
great.
it turn out?
Well, like
This is really
I
good.
remember while we were filming it, it felt like it was fucking chugging towards the end because we were like,
Oh, I didn't feel that
dude,
way.
Say it like this. Say it like you know, like
or,
and we were
or we were like when we were trying to like, how do we end this? How do you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Like we're like, oh wait, what if you do that? When we cut all that stuff out, it's like,
And it just
the
it just
stuff
cuts
that you-
off mid sentence at one point.
It's the
Yeah,
James. How do
But-
we end this? Like,
no, it's
but yeah,
good.
with
for
all the
watching.
sound effects and stuff, it's super funny.
I'm excited to see what
Cool.
characters
you guys like when
play.
Steve? I took a big tip from you. You know how sometimes you bring up your phone and you'll have an audio effect. When my character comes in, it's like, can I say anything about it? Is this coming out before or after?
It's out. It came
Oh, it's out.
just this
So
morning.
go watch
yeah.
it, by the way.
It's
Everyone's
out?
watching.
Hell yeah! Oh, by the
it's not
time
actually
this
out
is,
yet, but
by the
when
time
this
this
is
goes
out.
up,
no, it's out
But
right
I-
now.
I-
Actually, on Monday.
Went out this
It's
Monday.
out, yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, for context, people who don't know, it's a podcast where I'm in hell, I died, and I have to interview everyone in the underworld as my eternal punishment with Blaine's character, who's Satan's little brother, Clayton.
Underworld
That's the-
specifically, like the Kate Beckinsale movie franchise.
It's actually
And then,
canon with that series.
Yeah, we've run out of people to interview because there's
And
such
Lord
a
of the
finite
Rings,
number of
but
cast members.
that's slightly different.
And then these guys came on as Cain and Abel, the brothers.
Oh, you guys play
Cain
Cain
and
and Abel?
Abel?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, it
Dude,
was
we were
so
gonna
funny.
be British Cain and Abel at first.
Well,
I can't believe you've done this, Mike.
Don't, Josie, kill me again.
Go on, Jody. You call me Jody. Oh man, that's just some.
It was
some
fun
porn
though,
shit.
dude. What I was saying, Steve, is I when my character comes in, we did this thing where like it's kind of like a Jerry Springer type deal, not to that extent, but how I came in to confront James or whatever James confront me, and I came in and I had a car rolling up and screeching into a fucking car accident. Like that's my fucking entrance. God.
No, it's fun because it's like a radio play. Like you just, use your imagination and then like we add all the sound effects and shit like that. It's like a really
wish you
fun,
used-
creative headspace
Yeah.
to be in.
I wish you used
Yeah.
typical fucking podcasting.
Yeah, hindsight's
shit like
2020. I
that.
wish I would have done it with you guys. I just, I don't know. I was just in a bad place and I didn't want to do anything besides like my own podcast kind of shit. But
Well, it's like sometimes doing comedy isn't fun whenever you don't feel like being funny.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
truly.
There's been
But
like,
we've had our fair share of that too.
Hey, you know what I figured out though? Just do exercise. Just
Right.
exercise.
Yeah, really.
That's it. That's all it
Truly.
takes. It changed everything, dude. And now,
man.
I mean, I'm a medical marvel.
dude? Yeah,
He's actually negative
He was
3%
legally-
body fat.
I'm gonna
He
make
was
a video
legally
about my
dead for 4
I'm
hours.
gonna make a video about my weight loss journey from 175 to 170.
You lost 5 pounds.
But it still fluctuates
2
every
pounds of
day.
muscle.
It does. I'd lost so much water weight.
Listen, I lost
Scientists
7
hate him.
pounds. Granted, we do fluctuate about 3 to 5 pounds per day, but I lost 7 pounds right now. Ask me in the morning, I might be a little heavy.
4 months ago, my fat ass lost 5 pounds, and I was just thinking, what's this got to do with me?
Blaine, I have a
That was
workout
some
question
next
for
level
you
shit.
shoot.
because I know you're a Greek god. How?
I do
what's-
enjoy exercise.
What's the
Caesar.
best way to get rid of belly fat? I probably already know, but I just want to hear it from you.
Cardio.
Shut
It's
up,
a
Steve.
lot of. It's actually a lot of diet. Cardio is a pretty big
Yeah,
part
it's
of it.
mostly
but,
nutrition,
like,
right?
Yeah, well, like, so I'm dating a personal trainer, and she's
Humble brag.
been like, it's fucking great because like we have a lot of similarities.
Have a lot of
and, like,
sex.
we have a lot of
Yuck,
sex,
man, not Blaine.
But, no, she was like
Good.
talking to me about like this little roll of fat that you'll sometimes get, and like that's just a bunch of stress, like that'll get stored up there. It's a bunch of different things.
There's
Like,
a lot of stress.
it's just like you get a little stressed.
In the
and it's like a
world.
little, it's like a bunch of chemical imbalances and shit, and you just like get this little pudge and stuff like that.
That's crazy.
So it's
you
not
gotta
only
meditate.
just diet and
meditate the
exercise,
fat
it's your
away?
health, or it's your mental health too.
Yeah,
Fuck that, dude. I'm never gonna have that.
No, Steve, you're so much better now than you were, dude. I actually
babe.
enjoy
Yeah,
being
dude.
around you and listening to you now. Whereas before I was like,
Sorry, bitch. What?
what?
Yeah, sorry.
You were like, dude, I was that tall before.
James, fuck
What was
that.
that face? Yeah, I mean, I feel a lot better. It was just too, dude. I think all the SP7 stuff was just too much. It was just too much, too quick.
We just got in bad
Yeah, for
habits.
certain people to handle
we
it is
got
too much.
stuck in bad habits and got super burnt
I'm
out
kidding.
and like not motivated to do things, but we felt stuck in having to do this thing. And but I would do anything to get it back.
Man, I would do anything to go back in time. Just do it all over one more time, dude.
Sorry, I'm trying
yeah,
to make my
you guys-
microphone my arm.
What? A medical miracle.
Dude,
Wow.
technology.
This-
You guys
he's
have
a
always been
bionicle.
working out. He
Steve's
has
a
been
fucking
working out.
bionicle.
He's got the mask and stuff.
God.
No, you guys had awesome stuff. I always got super excited whenever you guys would come to town, or I'd be over there, and then like you'll be like, "Hey, do you want to hop in a video?" I'd be like, "Fuck yeah!" Like,
Yeah.
We always
guys had
thought we
such
were
good
intruding.
vibes.
It was fun, man. Yeah,
No,
we
no,
did.
no.
That's so funny.
We were so self-conscious for some reason, like confident in what we produced, but also so self-conscious of who we were and the impedance we were on people.
Yeah, I
I
definitely
mean, I
displayed that
never
as
detected
arrogance.
that. I never
know?
detected that because you guys always carried yourselves in a way that
We
was just like,
overcompensated with too much
Yeah,
confidence.
so that's what I was worried. I was so self-conscious, so I would like overcompensate by being arrogant. And then I figured that's what all people saw me as, is just some lucky fucking douche, some lucky
Dude,
fucking
you were
douche.
right. Dude, you were right.
Well, you guys said we.
I'm
I was
kidding.
always just naturally like
Douchey
normally confident. So, am I right, guys?
dudes.
Well,
Totally.
James is right.
Yeah.
James is
Yep.
right.
Yep.
No, it was fucking fun, and because I got to collaborate with you guys in $1 Million, but that like old show that I used to do.
Dude, that was a blast.
That was fun.
Yeah, and
Until
like,
we saw
I
the
remember-
comments.
Oh, was the comments shitty?
It was all right. It has like 1 million views and people liked it.
Yeah, I mean, it
man.
had a
Well,
lot
no,
of
just
views, obviously,
because-
and
I
some
mean,
people.
there was always a percentage of Rooster Teeth fans that like we were just too much for them. You know what I mean? It was like fucking some fucking Robert De Niro fans watching Jim Carrey or something. You know what I mean? They'd be like,
Great,
Not
great
my taste.
comparison.
That's the worst
They
analogy I've
don't
ever
have to
heard.
watch.
I disagree. I think it was great, and James said it best.
Those are always frustrating to read because it's just like, you know, you don't have to click the thing. We're not forcing you to
Yeah.
watch it. If it's not your cup of tea,
Yeah.
then don't fucking tell us. Like, I don't care.
Dude, the funniest
But no,
thing-
like having you guys on, I remember warning the crew ahead of time. I was like, these guys are like a bunch of like crazy young talented dudes from LA. They're gonna be fucking wild. I cannot tell you or predict what is about to happen when we record this. And like you guys were just like loose cannons, like coming up with like
Ready
insane
to
shit.
fucking blow.
But it was fun though. And then like you guys
They're
said
edging
something
on
awesome.
set.
You're just like
Dude, yeah, we were edging the entire time we were filming.
Dude. Yeah,
Yucky.
I think like the performances were good because we weren't able to like just talk over each other and stuff. But it was the bar scene, which I think was probably the hardest for the editors to like figure out, create a narrative.
I'll tell you, there's one
No,
thing I
it's
regret though.
great.
When you guys put me in the fucking shower with the little nude underwear on, and I had to pretend to jerk off in front of like 8 people.
and you had to like stop
shit.
Dude, Chris is just like.
This one I don't like. This one I don't like.
Yeah.
That was such a fun like show though, because like
But it's just 'cause I was
all
ashamed
us
of my
had to
body.
do that. We had to like I had to get naked and be in like a giant womb in front of like, and I was directing the set, so it's like
Dude.
me
All
as the
right, action.
director, yeah, in front of like 20 people, and I'm coming out naked.
Dude,
Yeah, but it's. I think the main.
dude, the face action.
Oh man, that made me lightheaded, dude.
Come on, Steve didn't even say action, dude.
Yeah, Steve, we weren't rolling on that one.
Okay.
Man.
Sometime at some point in this podcast, I do have my mom sent me some letters I got from my teachers from when I was in 2nd grade, and they're not great. So if we ever run out of conversation, we can, go to
Go
that.
to one of those. I think
Okay,
we've read those, but
well, you just
No,
cut
no,
us
no,
off.
this
We
is-
were in the
this
middle
is
of a
much
conversation.
different.
You just cut us off to say that.
We were talking about fucking coming out of a womb, dude.
Yeah, I know. We weren't done,
I want
dude.
to hear your letters. I've got some from my
Shall we
my
share
mom-
all
Do you
my
of
really?
mom's
You
from
have
me.
them too?
Yeah.
Wait, Chris.
Yeah, but
let's
my
read
mom
yours
t-
first.
Whose fucking teachers are writing you letters?
Yeah.
Is this like
Alright.
a
No, they're not
report
writing me
card?
letters now.
They were love
They wrote
letters.
it in 2nd grade
Well,
as
yeah,
like
they were
a.
love
I'll get
letters.
mine. I gotta find mine. You look yours up.
So they like detention stuff.
Steve, you
Like-
Google yours. He's
No,
gonna
I
look
have,
up
dude.
his.
I have mine right here. I just put them out on my desk.
Wait, so they're physical copies.
This
So let me
is-
see the.
It's
Oh,
from
I can't-
2nd grade.
It looks like the fucking Declaration of Independence.
She was old.
She
wrote
wrote
with
it
a
over
quill.
top of a fucking the Declaration of Independence.
You sure you want me to read mine first? It's gonna make me look real bad.
We're positive.
Dear Mr.
Stephen
and Mrs.
killed
Suptic,
a bird.
Stephen.
That's
all
Stop
Stop bringing up the bird thing,
killing
dude.
a
Steve
bird.
decapitated a bird when he was younger.
It was.
I just want to say
It was by accident, and I cried for a while.
Wasn't by accident. You popped its fucking head
Okay,
off.
fucking
Continue.
pulling guts out of a frog, kid. You fucking
What are you
dumbass. You
talking
fucking
about,
Canadian
dude?
dumbass. Stephen had been doing a great.
No.
Dude, this is the best way to start this off. My teacher said Stephen had been doing a great job in school, and had just jotted you a note to that effect. Unfortunately, while working with a partner today, he told the child he was dumb and not smart.
Wow, dude. Sounds about right.
The other child was very upset, and she underlined "very" by this.
Very
upset. I'm very upset. I explained to Stephen that this was a cruel thing to say to another child. I also have told him that he will not have the opportunity to work with a partner. Good. That's what they do with prisoners. Like, there's no such thing as reform.
Yeah, dude.
They just fucking stick them in there and then just pray for
She
the
was
best.
worried you were gonna shiv a kid.
She was worried I was going to shit on my. Until I am convinced that he will not hurt others' feelings, I am sure that she would like Stephen to be kind to all of his classmates. We have spent this entire month discussing respect. I guess Stephen forgot how it would feel if someone spoke to him in a similar manner.
So she
Damn.
fucking beat the shit out of you.
Dude, that
You
so
fucking, you
that,
fucking
how do you
little,
like
you
that,
fucking
you little
slut. Yeah,
bitch?
you fucking slut. That's what she was like.
ew.
It turns out that classmate was Finn Wolfhard, and then like you made his career or something.
They were in the same grade.
Dude, I was the bully that made Bo Burnham so smart.
Steve was held back. Steve was
my
held
God.
back.
Dude, that's so funny
Who was-
because
who
your
was the
teacher
kid?
was like, there was so much disappointment coming from your teacher.
Yeah,
and
and it's
saying
like we didn't have that
Yeah.
kind of relationship. At least I didn't think so.
She
Yo,
probably saw your potential, bro.
you ever think about these
teach.
like great comedians and you think like, what fucking amazing bully did they have to get them
Right,
here?
right.
You know,
No.
Like Bo Burnham,
like
dude.
Bo Burnham, dude. That
Probably
guy had to have
bullied-
the
yeah.
best bully.
Dude, he was probably like just strapped to a tree and beat the shit out of her or something, man. Like,
Oh my
Yeah, I needed
God.
I don't know. One
Bullies.
could hope.
He was
My
tied
dad's
to a
not
tree
doing
covered
that.
in honey and left in the left in
That's
the
why I'm
left
not
to the
as
bees.
was thrown
talented.
in a bee farm, dude.
I wasn't beaten up enough as a kid. That's why I'm not as talented as some of these other people.
Yeah, I've never been beaten up. Maybe someday.
I got to go through a fat phase,
I-
and I got beat up by a girl in first grade, and then I also had a real shit third grade teacher. So like, I think
Nice.
all those things formed together to make me. Who
I just
am.
I just sent some images of a couple to this group. I can read them.
Yes, please
See,
do.
all my
Please do.
hardships
Absolutely.
weren't from being bullied at school. It was just from a terrible family life. Go ahead, Chris.
Bummer alert.
To Chris.
It is hard for me to beat Donkey. This is an essay I wrote.
Oh, nice.
It is hard for me to beat Donkey Kong Country because it is a very, very, very hard game because you only get 2 lives. And then the teacher's comment was, check mark.
I agree.
Okay.
Okay.
This kid
so
sucks.
good.
Okay.
I just want to say,
Whatever,
man,
man.
I'm
Wait,
so
wait.
stoked.
The next one is it is easy for me to beat Mortal Kombat because I have Game Genie and I have wait, what?
Everybody's moves and fatalities.
Everybody's moves and fatalities. Check mark. Super.
Hacker.
Yo, what
Super,
age was
that's
this?
better.
Wow. Teacher encouraging being a hacker, dude.
What age was this?
Yeah.
18,
Man,
17?
I was probably like 7.
7 and you're playing,
Something
your
right.
parents are letting you play Mortal Kombat? You know, I'd be
Hey,
fucking
man, it
traumatized.
was-
I watched Tremors as a kid and that ruined me for the rest of my life.
And it gave you
I thought
tremors.
I thought there was a shadow on my wall. I thought it was a graboid. No joke. And I was on
okay.
the second floor of my house too.
Bro,
Dude.
that last one's sounds like a prisoner's letter from North Korea.
Oh,
or
read that
something.
one. Read that one.
Yeah, read that shit.
I started to clean the car, but I wanted to watch TV. My mom asked if I cleaned the car, and I said no. Then my dad came in and saw me watching TV. Then I got in trouble.
And she was like,
the end.
Stop.
But there's a lot of misspellings that really make
That's
that
so
out.
sweet.
Yeah,
though,
that was
dude.
like-
That you're-
my dad came in, threw me 20 yards.
That'll be the last time you do that. Boom.
It's also written.
Wow. It was written by
little
this
suspenders.
Oh,
two-year-old.
what a little baby. Is that
Wow,
you?
those
Or is that just some
overalls,
other
dude.
kid?
That's just a kid. I
would
have
wear those
pictures
clothes.
of children on my phone, and that's
Overall.
That kid is in Chris's other room right now.
No, it's my child, actually.
Hey, Dad, I'm done watching the car. Can I watch TV? Shut the
fuck up.
Did you have little suspenders too?
I guess.
Oh my god.
I didn't dress
Little
myself.
sweetheart.
Your parents killed it. Your parents killed it.
Yeah, I used to
Dude, I
only
want to
wear
dress my
polo
kids
as a kid.
suspenders.
I didn't get
suspenders.
notes telling
That's so adorable.
my mom that I
so
called
sweet.
kids stupid.
You guys want to have kids one day?
No.
Yes.
Never?
I just got it took me 33 years to decide to get a dog.
Oh, what kind of
Yeah.
dog?
So
Rabbit.
Get over here, you little rat.
A rabid one.
It's a rabbit
Fair
one.
warning about Chris's dog. It's always in a cone, and I'm not sure why.
Oh,
It's always in a
big
coma.
sweet.
Well, that's because his dog's dead.
Hi, honey. I love
Oh,
you.
does he have pink eye?
You're a big boy.
no, he's
dude,
got
he just
cherry
has
eye.
droopy.
It's like
droopy.
it doesn't go away. It's just like a cosmetic thing.
Hi, puppy.
Wait. Cherry
he's
eye
so
does,
sweet.
is supposed to go away. I've got a Frenchie,
Well-
and it's happened to him a couple times where it like pops out, but you just like massage it back in and it goes back in.
It's just droopy
I don't know,
face,
that-
too.
Or is his just
The vet-
so bad that it won't
I think
go back in?
they've tried that and then it pops back out. The vet was like, just
Wow.
leave it.
What is
Hi,
what is
sweetie.
it? What is it?
It's called cherry eye. But normally,
Cherry eye.
from what I've seen, anyways, at least with Frenchies, is it happens, but you can like push it back in, or it'll go back in on its own. But it's like
Their eye pops out?
Like some of the pinkness, like this, kind of
Yeah.
inflames and pops out, and then you can massage it back in.
Yo, that
Without really
sucks. I
touching
hate
it.
the idea of that. Get the dog
I
out of
know,
here.
I
Come on,
know.
go.
Dude, what's
No, I'm kidding. He's what a little sweetheart. What's the name?
Booger.
Booger?
Booger?
Booger!
Dude.
Sugar Booger. Do you ever call him Sugar Booger?
No, Chris has
No,
been
but
sober
I
for a
mean,
while
maybe-
now.
No.
That's a good
All
one.
right, fair enough. Fair enough. Sorry, Chris.
No? God.
No,
Fucking
idiot.
freak, dude.
I had
What
to do a
about
crash.
what about a Pixie? Do you ever call him Pixie?
No.
Pixie dust.
Sometimes I call him.
all right,
Sometimes I'll call him Dobby because he eats socks.
Dobby, that's adorable.
How come you're
That's
so
weird.
far away, Chris?
Like-
You're free.
Sometimes I call him Dobby.
Oh, sorry.
Dude.
I had a dog.
I don't think you're talking into the right part of your mic, Chris.
Dude, sometimes I call him Doggy.
Hello.
I think
Hello.
it's supposed to be
You sound
straight
pretty
on.
quiet.
But you're like going at a downward angle, which is why. No. I think, yeah, like
Hello. Hello.
Oh, that's like when people use what's that mic? I guess it's the ATs where they'll.
I think he knows how to use his own mic, man.
well, no, he was
Not
he-
him,
he
not
was-
him, but
Does it
no,
sound better
him.
now?
no, yeah, not him.
My
You sounded
dog,
good, Chris.
when
He
I-
knows how to use his mic,
You sound
man.
great, man.
When I first got
Yeah,
my dog,
I totally did
he
know
had
how to
a
use
dick
it all.
infection, so I had to like take a syringe
Oh.
with fluids.
Ba ba
and then,
ba
like,
black sheep, give another damn. Come on. Wait, go ahead. We can make it through it. Man. He's already started the story. We know
No,
this
no,
is
it's-
going.
That was it. I just had to take a syringe filled with fluids and stick it in his penis. That's why I don't want a kid.
Stick it in his
'cause it's
fucking
just like-
ear and shoot it out.
It's like that shit all the time.
Well,
Man.
like his thing is he just eats socks and then he'll either vomit them up.
Or he
Or poop
sews
him
new
out.
ones in his stomach and shits out new
And
socks.
I don't know he has eaten us. I don't know. I don't keep up with my socks.
You probably should because that you'll.
I
fuck
started
his
being a
entrails
lot.
up.
Yeah, I started like hiding, keeping my laundry away from him. But he also does a thing too, where like the other night, I got woken up because he vomited up a sock, and I went to go clean up while I was away getting a paper towel. He came back in. He was like, he ate it back
man, of
up.
course.
Like he was like,
spaghetti, dude. Kim
yeah, he
does,
was like, he's like, no, you're not taking my sock away.
so fucking.
Dude,
I
dogs.
was like, how many times is this sock gonna come in and out before like I get it?
you don't pick that shit up. I'm not fucking done with that yet.
That's my sock.
Dogs puking things up and then eating it again and then puking it is the funniest shit because it's like, take
They
it easy,
panicking
man.
it up.
Take a fucking
Dude,
break, man. What the hell are
Vinny
you
think
doing?
that's something. They think that's
No,
something bad.
Vinny's
They're
like one of the most normal kind of dogs. He doesn't like eat weird shit. I think it's because like I don't know.
He was beaten so much.
Like ever since he was a puppy, we never give him like human food. We only give him like keep him on a diet of like the food he's supposed to eat, dog food, you know?
Right.
And I think he just like doesn't have that like desire to eat things that he's not supposed to eat in a way.
Yeah, he's trained
But
well.
like he's definitely when he was a younger puppy, like just chewed the fuck out of shit. No, I mean I guess he eats probably pieces of his toy as he chews it. Just naturally will
I thought he was a
swallow half
poop
the
eater
toy.
too. Doesn't he eat poop? Like
Oh,
in the
yeah,
backyard?
doesn't he eat his own
Oh, he doesn't
shit?
eat poop.
He doesn't eat poop. He did when he was a little boy.
When
a
he
little
eats
girl.
poop, or when he, yeah,
Yeah.
Steven, do you have a dog?
yeah. Little
Steven,
foot.
do you eat poop?
I do.
Steve, you eat a lot of shit,
Yeah,
right?
I got a little baby boy, but unfortunately last night. Yep.
Yeah, when Steve was snap popping the head off that bird, he
Peter?
got rid of his dog too.
Snap, crackle, pop, baby. Once you
When'd
pop,
you
once
get
you
your
pop,
dog?
you just can't stop. 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
he's just a little
It's
guy.
about 7 years old now. Yeah.
I mean, that could be it. Yeah, if he was any type of rescue. Yeah, no, I don't understand people that. I was talking to James about this. People that are like, if your dog passes on and they say, well, "Why don't you get a new one?" What did you just fucking say? You
Yeah.
inhuman fucking rat.
Like you need to process first.
Yeah,
Like
It's
what?
like
Hey, why don't you?
literally-
Hey, my fucking brother just died, or my son just died.
yeah,
Oh, why
get
don't
a
you get a
new
new
one.
one?
Go get a new one.
Hey, go to the bowling alley, make a friend.
Go to the bowling alley, dude. Yo, go
Make
bowling.
a friend.
Hey,
replace him.
Do you want to be my new
Replace
brother?
him.
Hey, I will legally make you my brother, but we have to
How could
bowl.
you?
I'm trying to finish up my game here. Who
Well,
are
it's
you?
fine. I'll wait.
Oh, dude, James. Also, Under the Silver Lake, when they were talking about the unconditional love thing and the dog, which also reversed was God. Yo, unbelievable,
What?
right?
There's a-
Think about that.
Dog God?
Dog. Why are they so obsessed with dogs in the movie? Backwards, God, and unconditional love, God. Boom. Anyway,
it's backwards.
anyway,
Have you
Dogs
guys
is
seen
backwards,
Under the
yes.
Silver Lake?
yeah.
No, I have not. What is it?
It's a great film. So, have you seen It Follows?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, so it's the same director. This is his movie he made after with Andrew Garfield, and it's just the perfect kind of like Hollywood kind of conspiracy whimsical kind of like little psychological thriller. It's really good.
Oh,
it's like a mystery.
musical?
Does it
It
have the
almost
same
feels
kind
like
of
a parody of La La Land in a way.
Yeah, like
Does it have like the same kind of like retro vibes,
Yeah.
like synthesized,
But better,
like all that shit?
but better.
It's like an ambiguous, yeah. It's
Fuck.
like the time period's ambiguous, and it's just, dude, it's
It's not going to have the
such
same
a
impact
great
on them though,
movie.
because they're not from LA, or not that I'm from LA, but like
Well,
living
I
here,
think
you
you'd
get
still
those
be able to
vivid-
enjoy the movie
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's
No, I get
definitely
that.
like it plays with the idea of like your idea of LA, both people that think of like Hollywood and like going there for your dreams, and the people that actually move there for your dreams and shit. So it has a very like fantastical view of LA in a way, but also like kind of dark. It's really good. You should check it out. Great movie.
Why is that
I
guy
don't think
not
I'll be
working on
seeing
anything
it.
right now? On IMDb, he's got like no upcoming projects. That guy's
Well-
fucking great.
Yeah, he's great.
Might be because
Who's the
it's really hard to
director?
film stuff right now.
Yeah. His name is David Robert Mitchell.
Yeah, he's one of those
David Robert
one of those
Mitchell,
three
yeah.
namers. One of those people that goes by three names.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Three
I mean, you
first
guys are
names.
out there
David
right
Robert
now,
Mitchell.
Like, all first names. What's the fucking the vibe? Like, I mean, are
You
you
wanna know
guys
some good
like?
places
I don't
to
know
eat?
how much
Quarantine
no,
wise,
like-
like
quarantine. Like, are they like? What's work like? Like, I know like productions have like kind of shut down. Like, do you guys do auditions for anything? Like, are those
I
all
mean,
just chugged to a close?
it's literally all chugged to a close, but I think they're starting to open up stuff. Like I think the entertainment industry is kind of opened up a bit. Like they can go to work.
Oh
if
yeah, they just
want
started
to.
filming the Jurassic Park movie is the first one that is doing is starting up
So
filming.
they can.
shit.
And they're just slowly. It feels weird because
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like we should be opening
No,
up.
we
yet.
shouldn't.
Like,
Well, dude, in like 2
as
weeks
far
it's
as
going to
the
be even worse
cases
than
and
ever.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so
Texas-
Is
feels
it
like
already
just-
worse than ever?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
this
Right.
mic,
I
I
mean,
think it's
Austin's like
starting.
surpassed. It's
Oh, yeah,
like,
we're
it's
so
at its
fucked.
highest
Dude,
point.
for a while it was ghost town here. It was like I went for a drive one time, and you were like told that like be careful if you're driving around, even though it was like you could drive around for essential reasons, that you were kind of scared that a cop was gonna pull you over and question where you're coming from, where you're going, and so it was sketchy. And then like a month and a half later, we're fucking opening shit up again. Freeways packed. People are walking around still without any
Without
face
masks
masks,
on.
even though they've now said that you have to wear it. At
Yo,
all
but then
times
you
in
realize
LA,
that
and no one gives a fuck. So it's like later, Chris. No one gives a fuck, dude. And they're just like, dude, internal temperature. His camera overheated and shut off.
Chris is overheating.
That's
I got it.
I'm on it.
Dude, that's
what's
so
that say?
funny.
Is that the password to his and fucking information to his bank account?
Dude,
Come
and
on.
hey, here was the reason for the curfews for sure. Just because of the protests, and they needed to have a time limit where they could start fucking beating the shit out of people.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
dude, and with the quarantine with the protest too, it seemed like it's just crazy because you're thinking, well, everyone needs to stay at home, but then you're like, well, this is more important than getting sick. But also, it's like, I don't know, you know what I mean? And
It's
like,
such a weird amalgamation, like or crossing of like two huge cultural like disasters.
It's like there's
and they're just,
never
like,
a good
intersecting.
time for it.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
Right.
exactly. If there have to be protests at all, there's not going to be a good time because there's obviously an important reason why protests are happening. You know what I mean? So it's not like
Yeah,
this
It's
is
never
a good
convenient.
time. We should plan a protest for. You
it
know
just
what I mean?
feels very powerful in general. Like the quarantine stuff was like, holy fuck, we got to lock it down. And then the BLM kind of movement and everything, it's been crazy. It's been very like, I think, intense.
Yeah, like I
It's
had
like a
to
scary time.
I had to ban the word
be
"all"
alive.
from our comments because people kept doing "all lives matter." Turns
Oh.
out there are a lot of other sentences that people use the word "all" for. So we haven't had
Steve
any
just doesn't
comments. We haven't had any
Steve
comments
just
from
doesn't like All Saints, actually. Steve's just not an All Saints fan, so.
Steven, I like your content. I'm going to give you all of my wealth.
Banned.
Sean, dude,
Banned.
none of his wealth.
Deleted.
Yeah.
But how are things in Austin?
I'm wondering. I saw a tweet. Somebody was saying like, I bet there's like back when the quarantine was starting. I bet there's gonna be a huge surge in like apocalypse movies where like dudes are probably going around with their DSLRs and picking up footage of just like barren streets, just like everything being empty,
Yeah.
like filming.
No, I don't
all
think
of it.
anyone's doing. I don't think
baby.
anyone's doing that. That's stupid.
Steve, you did that?
I've taken a couple shots, dude. If I see something, I'll say something.
I'll see something, I'll say something. That's so funny.
Thanks, man.
Can't wait to see what you make, dude.
Sorry,
No, it has
spoiler
nothing to
alert
do with
for next
anything.
production.
It's just like I'll see an empty street. I'm like, oh, I've never seen this before. So sometimes I'll just bring my
Right.
dumbass little camera around with
Dude,
me.
upload that onto fucking film stock or whatever. You can make some money off that.
Oh, sweet stock
yeah.
footage money.
I thought about doing well, no, because I don't have that other camera that would have actually been like raw footage. I mean, I guess no, this shoots raw. Now that
The 5D shoots raw, right? Yeah,
5D shoots raw. Yeah.
yeah.
Because that's the
550
CF
shoots
part,
raw.
right?
Is Austin
Clean,
pretty
dog.
similar with quarantining right now?
Yeah, what's going on there?
Yeah, I
It
mean, it's opened
was-
up a lot.
Yeah, dude. Like bars. I mean, like
Bars
we
are
have
open?
6th Street, which is kind of like Bourbon Street.
6th Street.
So like some of the bars are and some of them aren't. And I think a couple of them got like hit by the TABC and closed down temporarily
Good.
because they weren't.
A lot of them are
following.
outdoor only.
Yeah, like it sucks so fucking
weird.
bad. Like no one gives a
Dude,
shit.
how don't
It's
people
so
understand?
Stupid. Like,
It's weird. I feel like I'm being gaslit because like I'm going crazy, staying in my house, like not going out
Yeah,
all that
and
much,
feeling
wearing a
bad.
mask.
Dude, it feels like
everywhere.
we're doing a group project and we're the only ones that have done the work.
dude, for real.
And we still fail.
like here, going out and like there's two types of people I feel. There are people that the entire time are like, it's fine. More people die from the flu every year. Like, you guys are stupid. It's gonna be
0.005% of people give a shit.
sure, dude. And then the other people are like gonna have PTSD for going out. Like even after like there's a vaccine out and everything, people are still gonna be like, you know what I mean? Like in China, how people still wear masks because of SARS and shit like that. Like it's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
There's gonna be people that are still wearing masks even when it's okay, and then there are people who have never worn a mask and are pieces of shit.
I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. Once the vaccine's out and I have it and everybody has it and it's all confirmed,
Steve's gonna sell it.
I'm gonna.
He's gonna synthesize it.
Actually, I don't know why I'm saying this. I don't know if I'm gonna still wear a mask in public after that. What would you guys do? It's
I
a
mean,
tough-
if we have a vaccine and we're clear of it, and there's
Yeah,
no
like, there's no. I
risk,
guess there's
then
no
yeah, why
real
would
reason
you?
to wear a mask.
Well,
And if
also,
you can't transmit it to other people, then yeah, like
I guess
But-
you would still have to consider like if you want to get.
I'm just
sick
saying if there's
and
like
how-
a
what the-
societal change
how
because of
likelihood
it, right? That's what I mean.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think
still,
in general
if
people
you're
are going to be
super
better
likely to
about
get
like
sick.
washing
go
their hands and like I don't know, less crowding.
Yeah.
I also want to. This is something that's been bugging me. I got to bring it up. Gandhi didn't die of starvation. He was assassinated by
Starvation?
firearm.
by a firearm.
Firearm. He was shot.
Really?
Wow.
Oh,
By
wow.
who?
That's crazy.
Firearm. It's a supervillain. He's got a flaming.
Who shot him?
arms.
Was it
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
his supporters?
Firearm. What he did was he starved his victims.
Well, I wasn't ready for a follow
Who
up.
shot Mahatma? Come on, man.
Come on, Chris. Type faster.
It should say, right? It wasn't like James Wilkes Booth, was it? No, that was my Abraham Lincoln. Ugh, what a fucking hunk. What a fucking hunk Abe is.
He was with his grandnieces, and then a Hindu nationalist named Natharam Godse.
Yo. So he was like a radical
Fuck that guy.
of their own beliefs. Okay, so I called it. Boom. Same thing happened with the guy who played Mickey Mouse.
Is anyone here Buddhist?
Wait, yeah, Gandhi's Buddhist,
Buddha.
right?
Thank you.
No.
Yeah,
Gandhi's
he was a
Buddhist? Okay, so he was killed by a Hindu extremist. Crazy.
Kinda
Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know enough about to
Wasn't-
speak on that.
Wasn't Gandhi
No, I mean,
racist? Isn't that like a big
There's like
thing?
a bunch of shit
Well, that's
that came
on
out
you
about
now.
Gandhi.
Like,
That's on you, James.
didn't they just take down a statue of him? Like within the
That's a
past
great
week or
question.
two, when
don't know, Chris,
all
Google
the
it.
statues are being taken down of
Just kidding. You don't have to Google that, Chris.
It's like
His
fuck.
He had
I
a
don't have
bunch of weird
computer.
stuff with his. He had a
He's
weird
been
stuff with his
pretending to
sex
Google
life.
shit.
Chris doesn't even have a computer in front of him.
Yo, hey, Blaine, that Ghost in the Shell, is that the whitewashed movie or is that the anime?
That's the anime. Oh, the whitewash one sucked.
I didn't see it.
I will give it credit because when the trailer came out and stuff like that, that's how I was like, I had known of Ghost in the Shell. But then, like, when they were bringing out a movie, I was like, well, I should probably check out the original cartoon. And I went fucking deep dive. Like, I got really into all of the different iterations. And then the fucking movie sucked. But I'm so thankful that I found, the anime.
Oh yeah. I mean, so you
It's
found it
good.
through that shitty movie. The same thing happened with me in Death Note.
Yeah. Oh,
And then I got into the anime and it was really good. Yo, favorite
Watchmen.
movie that's coming out that you're most looking forward to? I can already get me and James. It's Dune.
Tenet.
Tenet, cool.
Tenet. So do you guys think that Tenet is
I'd have to
is like a
say-
secret sequel to Inception? Or do you think it's a completely new thing?
It's definitely not a sequel to Inception. What do you fucking
How do you
want? I'm doing a podcast, Maddie. Okay,
Big
fine.
bummer.
What is it?
I was just wondering if you
I'm
could wipe my
really
ass.
What's
looking
this
forward to. I'm looking forward to
Is that your
Titanic too. Rise of the Titanic.
You want to know what Maddie wanted? You guys want to know what Maddie wanted?
What does she want, Steve?
She asked me if I had super glue. Then she goes, "Hey, we're about to go looking at houses. You want to come?" after I've already
Why
told
would
her
you
that I'm
wanna
doing a
go?
podcast right now. And I was like, no. And she's like, well, I'm buying a house. And I'm like,
How?
very cool.
Cool. Are you expecting me to live with you there?
Very cool. Go.
Okay, yeah.
Dude, she probably wanted you to.
Yeah,
literally,
dude,
she
fuck
probably
this.
wanted.
Actually, later, guys.
Steve's fucking weak. I'm gonna go look at houses for my friend.
Bring his chair with
Are you wearing pants?
Dude, Steve.
rolling
No, I'm
through
not
the
wearing
house.
pants, dude. We're in quarantine.
Steve, she probably wanted you to go because then you would love the house and she'd be like, maybe she can rent one of the rooms to you. I
No, dude,
guarantee that was her
well,
plan.
yeah, but I keep saying the same thing. I'm like, if you have the money to buy a house, don't fucking go with this.
Don't
lawyer
buy a
and
house. Rent
don't
a
buy
house.
No, ignorant. If you have the money to buy a house,
Kidding,
buy a
dude.
house. No
Two
shit,
other movies
dude.
I'm
Good
excited
one,
for.
dude. Good one. You tripped me up.
Fooled you. Fucking fooled you, dude. Get wrecked.
Kingsman and No Time to Die, the new James Bond movie.
Kingsman.
Oh,
Bring it back to
yeah.
the movies.
Bring it back
Thank
to
you
movies.
for bringing
Thank you,
it back.
Blaine.
You're a hero,
you,
dude.
Blaine.
This
And
is why
Kingsman,
you're
they
an
said
adult.
it's coming out September.
September.
Kingsman. Is that a?
The last
a
one was bad, though, I
prequel?
thought.
It fucking sucked. Yeah, but the first one is magic.
Yeah, the first one's great.
So it's a prequel. It takes place in like World War One.
That's very cool. Well, hey, yo, anything with Ray Fiennes, I'm fucking there.
Bro,
He's
I
dude.
know.
Oh, I just saw Grand Budapest Hotel for the first time.
Oh,
and it is a
dude,
fucking
incredible.
masterpiece.
Now
Like,
you know Tony Ravioli, too.
Wes
Yeah.
Anderson, Tony Ravioli.
Wasn't Tony, whatever his name is?
Revelori.
He was
he
at-
plays the Spider-Man dude now.
he's Flash Thompson. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what did you say, Chris? What movie are you looking the most forward to? Most looking
Oh,
for?
I don't know. I was just looking at movie. What's that Christopher Nolan one?
Tenet.
That's
Tenet.
Oh,
Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight.
Cool. So you and Blaine are very similar in that respect. Just like, and then Kib, what movie are you looking most forward to?
Oh, dude.
But
Well,
you can't choose
probably,
any of the ones that were picked.
Probably Titanic
I did,
2.
on
Rise of the
accident.
Titanic.
Dude, they fucking rise.
Yeah, like I was saying when you guys were kind of half away, what they're going to do is they're going to bring the Titanic back up. A bunch of ghosts are going to patch it up, take it out. It hits another iceberg. Then the tragedy really happens, you know?
Oh shit. I'm gonna look up movies that are coming out.
They're coming up. There's another Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Oh, also
Halloween
Antlers. Have you
Kills.
guys heard about Antlers? It's
No.
based off
No.
of one of my favorite horror shorts. It's a Wendigo film, basically.
Ooh.
And it's going to be,
Ah.
I know it's going to be amazing because
Steve loves Wendigos for some reason.
Wendigos. That's
Del
a very
Toro
cool.
is working on it, and it's a
urban legend.
project that he's actually like committing to instead of just one that he's like, I'm going to do this, and then it just gets scrubbed. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Like he's
yeah.
not just an
Is the
executive
Wendigo-
producer.
yeah.
What's that's like the? Is that the thing that takes on human flesh, or it's like a
A
zombie?
Yeah,
Wendigo is
kinda, but it has
basically
antlers.
if you a Wendigo is if you eat a person, like if you do cannibalism, perform cannibalism. If you eat a person, I was trying to figure out the right way to say that.
Well, it's a skinwalker.
right.
It's a skinwalker.
yeah, then it's
Oh,
like a
it's
curse.
where you dress up
It's
in
like
their
a
skin
curse.
afterwards or what?
Honestly, yeah.
There's like this really dope Wendigo or
what it
Wendigo story on Reddit about
Wendigo's
like
gross.
a dude who went camping with a group of people, and like we were reading that when we were camping up in the Rocky Mountains, like me and like 4 other friends, and we didn't fucking sleep after reading that story to each other because it was just like that scary.
And this was only a couple of years ago.
This is like, yeah, I mean, this is like a few years back. And I remember while we were reading the story, someone came to our campsite and they had like a weird voice. And we were all just like, we fucking lost our minds. It was weird.
Some
are y'all excited about the Avatar sequels?
Yes.
Yes.
honestly,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
excited.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's happening?
I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
they're
yeah.
shooting. They released the first set photo of Avatar 2, but it was literally just like them in a tub of water with a bunch of motion capture stuff on the actors and like the motion capture balls in the water. So it was all just like it was a tease
Like a
because it
normal
wasn't showing
bathroom in
anything.
a normal tub.
Dude,
It
I
wasn't
fully
showing
trust
anything.
James Cameron for anything
Oh,
that isn't
dude.
just like
Yeah.
him helping on a new Terminator movie.
Sorry, I just found a picture of James Cameron next to Sigourney Weaver at the premiere of Avatar 1, and they have 2 Avatar cosplayers who are in like blue Na'vi.
That's
they
so
look so
funny.
uncomfortable. They're just like, and these Na'vi people are like around him.
And then James Cameron's like, "Yes, I created it. I don't need to be a fan of it."
you know
I
that-
I'm gonna send
remember.
you a photo.
I remember.
Yeah, I made
Did
it.
you know that James Cameron caught a bunch of flack from the animation community when he said that his movies were not animated? His
do you
movie
mean? Oh, I
Avatar
remember.
is an
Yeah, 'cause they're
he
like-
said Avatar specifically is not an animated movie.
He's trying to do like be a purist here. You know what I mean? It's not animated.
I guess-
There is some CGI, but I guess that'd be like saying fucking Lord of the Rings was animated.
No, well, that's a bad example
not
because there's like little
animated.
to no. The special effects
There's
are a lot of
tons of
practical,
CGI.
but it's a lot more practical.
but not
I
as
would
good.
say
Like
Endgame.
Avatar
is a new
Endgame
level.
would
most
be
of
a
the
better
world.
Right.
comparison.
True.
I just sent you the picture on Discord.
But I guess
Sigourney Weaver wants to beat the fuck out of there.
But I think there's like, if it's gonna be an animated movie, you expect there to be way more animation. But I guess like if the whole thing's animated because it's like mocap all the way through it and the world's animated, then it gets like a gray area.
It's just
right?
like a thing that he didn't have to say.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
So
It was just like a dumb
I had
thing.
read,
it's not animated.
I had heard a speculation, like in regards to the Lion King movie. They said it was like live action. It wasn't a rebooted animated movie. And apparently there's a difference in how the people that work on the CG get paid. So like the guys at ILM or something, it's like if it's designated a different type of film, if it's not an animation film, then they don't have to pay them as much.
that makes sense.
Wow.
That makes
It's a
sense
live
in a
action
bullshit
film.
kind of way, not in a way that I agree with it.
That's fucked.
But yeah, saying it
And the
like
Lion King
if
movie-
it's all special effects and CGI rather than animators actually illustrating it all.
This is some Under
and
the
stuff.
Silver Lake shit, dude.
No, it's not.
It's weird because like if you watch Jon Favreau making Lion King and directing it, like they basically have it's the same. It's that backdrop screen.
blue.
Yes,
from,
and
like,
Jon Favreau
Mandalorian.
dressed up as all the animals.
He's like, dude,
yeah.
he's
No, but
like,
he's like-
remember when Andy in the office just dressed up like the cat from Cats?
Yeah,
It's like that, Jon Favreau. Okay, now I'm the lion. Oh no, Dad. Okay, now I'm the the lion's dad.
And I'm now cutting Phyllis's head off with a chainsaw.
But it's weird because like he's in a physical space holding a camera, but everything is you can't see anything. It's all just an empty space, and he's moving the camera. So the only like live action aspect is that Favreau's manipulating the camera movements.
That could just be a big mouse, though. You know, like essentially at that point.
Yeah. He could be just
Like-
like scrolling.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's fucking weird.
It's definitely not live action. It's just like hyper realistic animation, but it's like weird.
Yeah.
I didn't see the Lion
Yeah.
King remake though. I didn't
Yo, did
feel like
anyone
I
in
needed
here
to.
actually see Cats
I
though?
didn't either.
No.
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 No one actually
Wanted
saw Cats
to big
even as
time, but
a
I just
joke?
haven't had the time to yet.
Oh,
Been
man.
really
Well,
looking
let's
forward to it.
do,
could now.
let's do it tonight.
Yo, I would actually stream
I
us
could
watching
now.
Cats when it comes out.
I want to
on
do like a
Blu-ray.
mystery
That'd be
science
fun.
theater type of thing, man.
I would-
That'd be so cool. But as long
Yeah.
as you
Yeah.
aren't
Can you watch a
copywritten.
movie on Twitch?
Yeah.
Would you just get shut
Yeah.
down? Oh, you can't
just
watch a
have
full
your
movie on
audio.
Twitch, right?
You could, but they would take the audio down afterwards, right?
Yeah, if you
I
kept it
feel
on
like they would shut you
Twitch,
down once they heard about you
I know
doing that.
at Rooster,
Oh, maybe.
At Rooster Teeth, we've done a thing where we would stream stuff. We just would tell people the time code of like, oh, it's available, on streaming services, and we're gonna start hitting play in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit play, and then you just do
watch it
commentary.
with them.
Interesting.
We've done
yeah.
that before.
It's just then when
it's
people
hard-
come in, you'd have to probably wait like an hour before you even start the stream,
Yeah.
so everyone's
Get
actually
everybody
there.
cleared up.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to catch
it's-
up would be
Oh,
such
and
a
maybe
pain
put
in
a
the ass.
timestamp. Maybe you can just like show the bottom of this of like if you were
Yeah.
full screen and you just had it like cropped so that they could see the actual timestamp and get close.
Can I pitch
I'm
you-
just imagining somebody hovering over their VHS and they're just like
Rewinding.
clicking
Yeah.
fast forward and rewind and play.
I ruined my fucking VHS. God.
I'm also very excited for Candyman.
Oh yeah, it's got the dude that played
I
a.
saw something about Candyman.
Yeah, it's Jordan Peele's
I
new
don't wanna-
movie.
Well,
I don't
he's
wanna
a
spoil Watchmen.
executive producer. But
Never saw the original.
oh, dude, it's so good.
Is it
it's
really
like not
good?
at all what you expect. It's more like it's like a gothic. It's like not just a slasher movie like you think it is. It's not at all. It's like a
Well, yeah, because he has a vendetta because of I forget what it was, but it's like he has a real reason to be going around and hurting these people.
It's just it's complex and it's deep and it's so good. You should watch the original. It's so good. And Tony Todd is Candyman and he's like a horror legend.
Tony the
Tony
Tiger.
Scott.
Tony Tiger
Wait.
is the fucking.
Is he the Candyman again?
No,
I thought it was
no.
the other dude
He's
who's
not
replacing
in
him.
the new one, but I'm talking about the original.
Who's the new Candyman?
Oh God, I'm gonna butcher his name. It's like Yahya Abdul Mateen.
What was he in?
He's in Watchmen, and he's
Oh, is he
fucking-
Dr. Manhattan?
No, Dr. Manhattan is white. He was
Have you not
Dr.
seen the new
Manhattan was
Watchmen?
played by the guy who was in Alien Covenant, who was the
No,
ship leader.
the
who,
show. Watchmen, the show. He's black.
the HBO show.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, Dr. Manhattan was black in that show.
You obviously
I don't wanna
didn't
say
see
yes
it.
or
I've,
no,
seen-
'cause-
I've
Oh,
seen
yeah,
the
he's
entirety
black.
of
What are you
Watchmen.
talking about?
It's been a while. I didn't remember him being black.
The new wait, are you talking about the movie or the
Oh
TV
my god,
show?
I'm so stupid because I forget. Okay, there's the black character, but then there's also when he's on Mars and
When he's blue, yeah.
My bad. I completely forgot about almost all the characters in that show.
Anyways, that show fucking rules, and that guy.
Yeah,
that
tell me about
actor
Tulsa.
Kills it. Oh yeah, dude, that Tulsa stuff's fucking crazy. How that
How can
just got
that
buried.
have happened?
How could that have happened and then they buried it and no one knew about it?
Like they don't teach that shit in schools at all.
No, I was from Oklahoma. Like, you know, I've lived near, maybe in
Roll
Tulsa.
Tide.
No, that's Alabama. I
Right,
think.
right.
Are we talking about the cop murder or something?
No, it was a
No,
a
so,
town.
like-
Oh, you.
Well, they called it like a race riot or something like that. But basically, there was like a really prominent black community in Tulsa, Oklahoma, like early 20th century, and something happened. There was a conflict that happened, and then basically just like a bunch of white dudes came in and just blew the fucking town up.
The white
Like, literally
nightmares took
used
advantage of it
explosives.
and just
The white nightmares, dude.
They had an airplane and they're like dropping bombs and taking pot shots at people, and they
Damn.
just leveled the whole town. And yeah, it's a fucking bummer. A lot of people died,
Jesus
and it was
Christ.
just a lot of racist.
it's one of the worst
bullshit.
moments in
And that happened.
American history.
Wait
for
a
sure.
minute. That happened in Tulsa.
Well, as a
Tulsa,
single
Oklahoma,
event.
like
And then-
19 something or another.
And then this motherfucker had
is that
the
crazy?
balls to put his rally in Tulsa.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh,
do you
Trump
think?
did the rally in Tulsa, right? And then it was like there were only like 12 people that showed up or something.
Yeah.
It was like
Dude.
Anyways, fuck, man.
That's so funny though that like the TikTok audience reserved up to
Yeah.
1 million tickets or something like that, and then like half the stands were empty.
Yeah, did you see that thing that Phil
It's
posted
really
about
funny.
CNN's wide shot
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
the yeah?
Versus the close up.
No,
It was like
what
a
was it?
close up that Fox
Oh.
News did. Like this shot of me, right? And then CNN's was like a super, super wide shot of like the other end
So
of the
good.
arena. And Trump's like
God.
this small, like,
Okay. I guess a lot of the seats were defective and they couldn't let anybody else sit in them, so we're at full capacity right now. God.
it's fucking fascinating how they were able to like reserve all those tickets and that they didn't predict that as happening.
Yeah.
well, they're so
And it's
stupid.
it's
they don't
super cool.
have the
they were
ability
so
to,
up their own ass.
to
They're like,
predict
a
things.
million people love us.
Yeah. I just hope that those guys come out with that same level of energy when elections happen.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, that's the trick, voting.
Someone tweeted something that like if all Americans could vote via their phone, like you just get sent this thing and you like a text or something, you decide if you want to vote or not, that so many more people would vote. And I think that could be cool. But also there's like hacking and bullshit, but like it's already fucking rigged.
Yeah.
You know?
We're in a weird point in our time in history where it's like we're still caught up in the old antiquated ways of doing things.
Yeah.
And we haven't fully embraced technology yet because we don't fully understand how. And I know that in like 10 years, 20 years time, it's going to be a completely different system. And we're going to look back being like, that's how we used to do it? Are you fucking
It's because
kidding
the
me?
people in power
People don't
don't
wanna
understand technology and they don't want to try to. They want to keep the old ways because the old ways worked for them during that time.
also
Oh,
as
yeah,
a
Also,
means of-
also, the more people who vote, the worse it is for the Republican Party, who's in power right now.
True that.
Yeah, dude, we suck. This shit sucks, dude. All of it
Sucks,
just
dog.
sucks.
It truly sucks.
But on a beautiful note, you guys, we're about at the hour mark here. You know, on such a beautiful, uplifting note.
Yo, what are you guys wearing? What are you guys doing?
You're on
what are you
video
guys? What are your
camera,
plans? With Good Morning from Hell, are you guys planning on doing any live action stuff? Yeah, put it down. Put it down, you fucking freak. Are you guys planning on branching out? Or are you keeping it just an audio only pod for the foreseeable future?
I mean, we had talked about doing a live show, and like we're still entertaining that idea. It's just we don't know when live shows are going to come back. You know.
That's good that you guys are you're keeping it audio because you guys have the faces for it.
Exactly.
Boom, boom, boom,
exactly.
boom.
That was all.
Easy.
You weren't
Easy.
actually interested. You were just setting it up for that show.
You were setting up
Setting it up, yeah.
Yeah, sorry guys, I had to get one really mean thing before
One
the
shot in
podcast.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we want to do other stuff with it, but where'd Blaine go?
Dude.
Oh, we want to do more stuff with it, but you know, some of it takes time and kind of development stuff. But I mean, it's a fun show, and
Yeah, we had
we
fun
like
doing
doing
it,
it.
man.
It's a blast.
It was cool.
It's really creative and fun. Yeah.
It's cool to
someday
like
if you
do
guys ever
audio
want-
things that are just playing a character. You know what I mean? Because like obviously with the podcast, like we're just ourselves. But like playing a character just audio, because you don't have to worry about looking any certain way. You just have to worry about sounding that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because James always
It's
has to
super
dress up for the
freeing.
pod.
Yeah. I had
It's
to
a
put my
big-
face on.
Yeah.
It's a big.
It's like
Blaine does
yeah.
makeup
stressor.
though.
Same. I can just I can peel my face off.
I pull it off like what's it called? The dad from Spy Kids with his little mustache. You guys don't know
Was that
Spy
Antonio
Kids?
Banderas?
All right. Yeah.
Antonio Banderas?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like I never get your guys' Spy Kids references.
Gregorio Cortez.
Dude, I just remember because it was such a good movie as a kid, man.
I love
wanted-
Spy Kids,
Remember
dude.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Not that one as
I
much.
didn't see that one.
Oh, that movie was
Chicken
fucking
ass.
trash, and I knew that as a kid. That was a
I was a kid
terrible.
and I thought it was dope.
I read a really
No taste
depressing
as a
quote
kid.
from Sylvester Stallone where he was in like Spy Kids 3D or something, and he like had this moment where he's like, "Man, I'm in a children's movie that's premiering in fucking Austin, Texas.
It's
Like, what the
3D.
fuck am I doing with my life?" It was really sad. Like someone had to bounce
State
back.
He said that?
State in,
Poor
state in his voice.
Oh man, I can't believe
children's
I'm in this
movie.
children's movie.
can't do it.
I'm mostly CGI.
I think he was talking to Blaine.
No, I give up. I
Fucking
Kim can have my
mooshing
time.
all over the place.
Now it's a competition.
No, I'm sorry, James. We go on walks.
Yeah,
You
I'm
guys
gonna
do
see you
one-offs.
later, dog. Remember that.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking
He's gonna have
forgot
quite the few words.
Yeah, but then we're
to
gonna
say
play
about
Warzone
you.
after that, dude.
I'll fucking
You going back
DDT
to
you,
Warzone?
dude. I'll fucking RKO
What are you
you
back
the
to? I've
shit
never
out of
played
you.
Warzone.
I thought you had Call of Duty Warzone.
No, I just played the Call of Duty game, Modern Warfare. But the Warzone's the battle royale. I just started playing that.
It's the bad one. Yeah.
I didn't
You're
stutter,
gonna like
dude.
that. You're gonna love that.
I didn't
wanna
fucking
play it.
stutter. You know what? Honestly, I'm still a little
Yeah,
bit upset
okay.
at Maddie for coming in here and interrupting the pod.
Yeah, that
You've
really
been
threw you off,
ornery,
man.
dude.
Now you're getting
You've been
you're
ornery
lashing
ever
out at
since.
everyone.
You know, and I want you to apologize to Chris. I want you to apologize to Blaine, and I want you to apologize to James, and then we're gonna wrap.
Chris
this
and
thing
Blaine, do you guys feel you're owed an apology?
No, well, I
can
don't,
be
but Blaine
honest.
does.
I do.
Okay. I'm
Blaine
sorry,
does. He put it
Blaine.
up
I'm
here.
sorry,
I'm good. I'm
Blaine.
good.
What would you like me to apologize for? I'll make it good.
It's just bad vibes, just awkward.
Bad vibes,
you know.
awkward vibes. Yeah.
Yeah, give me 2
Awkward.
seconds.
Oh my
I'm-
god, for
I'm-
sure, dude. That's the definition of Steve.
Oh,
Awkward
that's
vibes.
it.
Like you're not really
Maybe
sure.
You're
apologize to
writing
all
me
of us.
an apology.
I'm so sorry for what I said to you before.
Dude, his noise gate's still too fucking.
And James, Blaine, and Chris, I'm sorry. Blaine and
It
Chris.
sounds like my internal monologue.
Can you guys
Someone's
just
cutting
close your
out.
eyes? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Wait, is it actually cutting out?
Yes, just don't talk so close to the mic. Talk over here at a normal
Can you
volume.
guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Close your eyes, Blaine and Chris. I'm sorry that on a previous podcast, when I found out that you were coming on this one, I said that
Noise gate.
I said that you guys were going to be a little bit older than us, and you weren't. We wouldn't be able to.
I'm sorry
it's
that you
cutting
guys
out.
are
It's because
such
you
little
guys are
mother.
all talking.
And you, I'm gonna eat your.
It's literally, dude. I'm sorry that when I was on your podcast, we did, and like bad.
It was like comically cut out.
Yeah,
Is it
I
better-
thought you muted yourself
Is it
on
better
purpose. It's never
Yeah.
gonna be better, man.
Yeah,
You got
it's-
Discord.
it's-
You got Discord threshold up too high to noise gate.
I don't even have a noise gate on, dude. Okay, I'll turn it off. For Christ's sake, we have to get this shot.
Fucking come on.
I don't want the apology anymore, Steven. You can
Yeah,
keep
dude,
it.
you've added too much insult to injury.
How about
here,
now?
man.
How about now? Is it good now?
No,
Yeah, Steve,
dude.
it's great.
It's gonna be good. Trust me. Blaine and Chris.
Wait, should we close
Blaine
our eyes
and
again?
Crit.
Yeah, can we close? Can you guys, everyone in the chat now?
Just talk.
Chat, can we close
talk,
our eyes?
Talk lowy.
Blaine and Chris, I'm so sorry that I said that you guys are a little bit older than us and we wouldn't be able to share references because you guys would be too old and you guys would have these references like from the show Cheers or something. We just wouldn't, I figured we wouldn't even have a good conversation because of the age difference because you guys are getting up there. It's getting scary, right? You guys are never going to be able to work in the industry once you pass 30. Once you don't pass go. Uh-oh, you guys rolled too hard on the Monopoly board, I guess, and you landed not on Park Place, but on too old. And I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, James.
That was a really good apology.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was a really good apology.
That was good.
That's probably
Thank you.
that's one of the best apologies I think I've ever gotten.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was great. I loved it.
I'm so glad you guys liked it.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for coming down to the podcast, you guys. We appreciate you. Everybody, go watch that episode that we did of Good Morning from Hell. Go subscribe over there if you haven't already. You guys, where can they find you?
Search for Good Morning from Hell wherever you listen to podcasts.
That's right.
So much
everywhere.
enthusiasm.
You're global, dude.
Kip
Dude,
was
they're
like,
global.
Kip was like
Mr. Worldwide.
saying it so like he was so tired and just wouldn't be bothered like telling. He was like, go fucking listen to it or like wherever it is, go subscribe or whatever.
Sorry,
where
I
it
was
is.
still in like peaceful dream mode.
Aw.
Yeah.
From the
I-
apology?
Yeah, I was still like
You don't have to lie,
synced
Chris.
up with that. I was like,
You don't have to lie.
You don't have to like. You,
can also
don't have to like Chris.
I could listen to you apologize all day.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry, Chris.
Well, the links to that will be in the description and to their personal Twitters or whatever that was. So go check them out if you don't already know who they are. You know what I'm saying, James? Go check them out. James, go check them out.